Good morning, my beloved students. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. So today's topic is about conditional sentence versus subjunctive modes. So now we are going to see the difference between conditional sentence versus subjunctive. What is conditional sentence? Conditional sentence are a condition that explains a situation depends on other situations. And this situation can be a real or only imaginary situation in present time, past time, or future time. How about subjunctive? Subjunctive mode is a hope in the future or regret form of unfulfilled expectations. So this is a definition of subjunctive. And next, conditional sentences are usually introduced by saying if or if clause. We know in general it is called also if clause. And subjunctive modes are often introduced by saying wish, or we know as subjunctive wish. So this is the definition of conditional and subjunctive. For example, if I were rich, I would travel around the world. Look at the word were and would travel. This is, we talk about conditional sentence. And I wish my hair were straight. Wish and were. Look at the wish and were. And this is a kind of subjunctive modes. So now we talk one by one, and the first we talk about conditional sentence. There are four types of conditional sentence. What are they? Conditional sentence type 0, conditional sentence type 1, type 2, and type 3. So now look at conditional sentence type 0 or 0 conditions. 0 conditions is the real conditions, or we talk about general truths, everyday incidents or events. It must be, it must have happened or 100% correct. It means that when you say it happens based on the real condition or general truths. So now we talk about formula or pattern of 0 conditions. The pattern is if, present tense, and present tense. In if clause, in sub clause we use present tense, and in main clause we use also present tense. Yeah. And in complete we say if plus subject plus bare infinitive or verb 1. Yeah. And you put there s or es. It depends on the subject. And in main clause you use subject plus bare infinitive plus verb 1, s or es, and object plus complement. This is the pattern of using 0 conditions. Now look at the sample. If ice melts, it becomes water. If you pour water, it will spill. If it rains, the road gets wet. And if you pour water into the fire, it dies down. So this is the sample of 0 conditions. It means that it happens. When you say it, it happens. So now we talk about conditional sentence type 1. And we see the definition first. Conditional sentence type 1. It is highly possible happening in the future, or almost 100% happen. Yeah, it means that the situation could happen or could also not happen, but it is almost 100% happen, and it is conditional sentence type 1. So now look at the pattern of formula of type 1. In subclause, you use simple present tense, and main clause you use simple future tense, and this is the complete pattern. If plus subject plus bare infinitive or verb 1, and you put s or es, depends on the use of subject. And in main clause you use subject modal plus verb 1 or bare infinitive and plus object or complement. This is the pattern. For example, yeah, if I study hard, I will pass the exam. Look at the word study and will pass. This is type 1. If I have many vehicles, I can go to school easily. Look at the word have and I can go. If Jane wins, she will treat us. So wins and will treat. This is the key of type 1. And the next, if we change subclause into main clause, if you put main clause in the first sentence, so there is no comma after it. Look at this one. I will buy an ice cream if Venma gives me money. So there is no comma after modal will buy an ice cream. There is no comma there because you put main clause in the first sentence. Mom will push heavy boxes if there is no daddy at home. So this is the sample application of type 1. So now look at the conditional sentence type 2. Look at the first is we talk about definitions. Conditional sentence type 2, we are wishing for something but it is not possible to happen. Yeah, this type is used to express something that will not happen or it is unlikely to happen now or in the future. So now look at the formula or pattern of type 2. If plus subject plus simple past or verb 2 in subclause, and in the main clause you use subject plus past future or plus verb 1 or bare infinitive plus object or complement. Yeah. If you use to be, yeah, if you use to be. So this is the pattern. If plus subject plus to be, and to be it must be in the form of verb. Every subject you put verb, yeah, the to be is verb in the past form. And then subject plus past future plus verb 1 or bare infinitive and then object or complement. Now look at the sample of type 2. If I studied hard, I would pass the exam. Look at the word study and would pass. Yeah. This is verb 2 and it is also past future plus verb 1. And next, if she were happy, I would be happy too. Yeah. Look at this one. We use where. It is to be verb 2 is verb and would plus why we use be here because happy is an adjective. So you would be. I would be happy too. And if I were you, I would go to the doctor to check my lungs. Yeah, this is you put subclause if in the first sentence. But now you put subclause after main clause. Look at the sample. I would go to the concert if I had more money. So look at there is no comma after main clause. Yeah. There is no comma. And I would join the demonstration if my friends invited me. So this is sample of type 2. So now we go to conditional sentence type 3. Conditional sentence type 3 is used to express something that has never happened in never happened in the past. Yeah. This type is only imagination in the past and never happened. So this is conditional sentence type 3. And next we see the pattern of formula of type 3. If plus past perfect plus would have plus past participle. This is the pattern of type 3. And in complete pattern, you see there if plus subject plus had plus verb 3 for past participle. And in the main clause, you use subject plus would have plus verb 3 plus object or complement. It used to be, okay? So the pattern number 2, you use the main verb, but it used to be, you have to use this pattern. If plus subject plus had plus been. Yeah, the third form of to be is been. And in main clause, you use subject plus would have plus been plus object or complement. So now, for example, type 3. If you had invited me last night, I would have accompanied you to have dinner. Yeah. If you had known her well, you wouldn't let her down. And next, I would have come on time if I had known the schedule. Yeah. I wouldn't have been here if he hadn't saved me. And the last is, if he hadn't been late, he wouldn't have been punished by the teacher. So this is the simplification of type 3. Yeah, if he had been a smart student, he would have passed the exam. Yeah, they would have bought a new house if they had been rich. Yeah, look at this one, been rich, because rich is a kind of adjective, and you put to be there. It is had been. Yeah. If we had had a time, we would have visited our friends. So look at double had here. The first had is past perfect, and the second had is it comes from had. Yeah. Past participle of have is had. Yeah. Thank you very much. I think that it is completely talk about conditional sentence, matursyksma. And next session we are going to see about subjunctive.